minutes and then we'll start. Sound good? Wallace down. Wallace. Down. Down. Wallace down. Down. Oh, good boy. That's very good. That was very good. That was very good, buddy. That's wait for this to catch up with us. I know. Alright, I think we're good to start. Hello everybody, and welcome to Meet the Dog. I'm Chris, and with me today is Wallace. Wallace is from the Christmas litter. His parents are Sir Richard and Capri. He was born Christmas 2021, so he just turned 2 last month. He is weighing in at, we actually have the updated dates right on the board now. He's weighing in at 131 pounds, so he is our second biggest dog on property, only second to his brother Davis. He eats 3 times a day, 3 cups for breakfast, dinner, and 2 cups for lunch. He's a very good boy. He's doing very well in his training. Really, just a lot of things that he needs to work on are very situational things. Like I saw, he's not a big fan of metal bleachers, is something we found recently. So very situational things like that, but otherwise his basics, his downstays, his unders, going up and down stairs, reactions towards other dogs, he's doing very well with all of that. So he's a very sweet boy. Obviously he's one of the more noticeable ones from his litter. Everyone kind of knew Wallace right away. So he's got like he's the only Merle with like the kind of like the mantle white on him. He was a lot of people's favorites. A lot of people doted on him when he was a puppy because he is such a handsome boy. I would say of that litter, probably looks the most like his dad. He's kind of got the same, very similar face to Sir Richard. Yeah, so let's open it up to any questions about Mr. Wallace, who's being very good right now. Yeah. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy, Wallace. Barb V asks, what is something, he said, specifically, Wallace seems like such a sweet soul. What's something you love about him? Honestly, what is there not to love about Wallace? You're right, he is a very sweet boy. He's very affectionate, very well behaved. Honestly, there's really just not a lot there's a lot to love about him. It's hard to pick any one thing. If I had to pick any one thing, I think it would be how cuddly he is. A lot of the Christmas litter were very cuddly dogs. Though right now he seems to be leaving an entire seat between us, so kind of making me eat my own words a little right now. Any questions about Wallace? Crafty asked you to run public transit with him. I did not see any notes about that. So I don't know if it just hasn't been done recently or not. And Barbie asked us, Wallace mind having his nails or ears done? Yeah, not a lot of the dogs are fans of it. The Christmas litter, I think, I haven't done the Christmas litter yet, so I don't know how they are. I know we started with them not Christmas, Papa's litter. I know Papa's litter we started very young. But I know, in general, the dogs tend to not be fans of having their nails and ears done. Which, I mean, you can't really blame them. They don't really know what's going on. All they really see is someone with a weird metal object going towards their nails. So he's not a fan of having his ears and nails done. He's not a fan of getting meds in general. When we try to do frontline and ivermectin, he has some pretty outrageous reactions, I would say would be the right word there. I've seen him jump maybe 5 feet in the air trying to get away from us one day when we were trying to do ivermectin for him. And this was while he was on leash, so I went with him. Would you smell, buddy? It's over there. Okay. Walk down. Down. Good boy. All the way. All the way down. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Yeah, so not a huge fan of the nails or ears, but I mean that's pretty common. Honestly, I'm more concerned about the dogs that don't mind it. You show me a dog that is fine having their ears and nails done, and I will show you the alien from John Carpenter's The Thing. Okay, any questions about Mr. Wallace? Here we go. Crafty asks, who are his best friends? He gets along I heard Amy say today that he gets along very well with Sassy. I've also seen him get along very well with Duchess. Duchess, he gets along very well with her. Plays very well with Tasha. He loves playing with Sugar. I tried him with Sugar, I think last month. It was December or November. I tried him with Sugar for the first time. And they ran and ran and ran. He loves playing with his little sister Sugar. Him and Jenny get along pretty well. In general, he gets along very well with the girls, but I would say, of the ones we currently have on property, I would say he gets along the best with Sugar. Barbie, does he ever get into any mischief? I just mentioned a little bit earlier, but he can be a bit of a pain when we're trying to do ivermectin in the front line. Not a fan of it. We'll really try to do a lot to avoid it. He also doesn't get along great with his brother Davis. Sometimes they get into some arguments through the fence if they're ever next to each other. Beyond that, he's very well behaved, so I can't complain too much. Crafty asks, 2 questions. What would he say to you, and what does he love about the snow? I think those questions actually can go pretty well together. I think he would say to me that, can I go back outside? I think he wants to go back out to play. And I would say he enjoys the snow. Not as much as the younger pups. I think that's more of an age thing. I think he's getting older. He's a little less playful than he once was. But he does enjoy it. Good boy, Wallace. Yeah. Very well, Troopy. You're a good boy. You're a Troopy boy. You're such a Troopy boy. No. You look just like your dad. You know that? You also look a lot like your brother Kirk. Little brother Kirk. bit another thing on the does he get into any mischief question from earlier. He is a fluffy shredder, so he can't get fluffies anymore. That is one that I just thought of. We have tried multiple times with him actually, where we have tried on multiple occasions to see if he's gotten over it, and every single time he'll do well for a little while, and then he just kind of ultimately falls back into, I'm just going to shred these fluffies. Which, I mean, normally it's not a problem. If they're fluffies, we can either repair them or replace them. The problem is that we have no way of telling if overnight if they're just shredding them or eating them as well. So we kind of have to play it better safe than sorry and just unfortunately pull them completely. Which is a real shame, but that's just kind of how it has to be, you know? We tried to trust you, buddy, but you just would not have it. What kind of adventure would, this is Barb V, what kind of adventure would Wallace like to go on if he could choose? What kind of adventure would you like, buddy? What kind of adventure would you like to go on? Who's that? Who's that, huh? Let's see, what is an adventure Wallace would like to do? Wallace, you strike me as a splunker. I think you would like a cave adventure. Would you like a cave adventure, Wallace? Would you like to go exploring some caves? I think you would like to go exploring some caves. Crafty asks, what kind of type of recipient do you think will best suit him? Ooh, hey, get out of my face, get out of my face. I love you, but you gotta get out of my face. What kind of recipient do you think will best suit him? Wallace is another one of those ones where I think he could really go well with anyone. Just based on his personality, he's kind of got a pretty laid-back personality. Very affectionate. He's a good size, so I think he could really fit a wide range of people. So I think his options are pretty wide. He's not like, say, a Tasha, who would probably do better with a shorter recipient. I think he has a lot of options. I think there's really there's not a lot of, I'm tripping over my words today. Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of options for recipients. Just based, he's, like I said, good size, great personality. Not too anxious. I don't think we would have to worry too much about if we put him in a more urban area. I don't think it would be too much of an issue for him. I think he'd probably need a little time to get used to it, but I'm fully confident he could. Crafty, pulling fluffies out of intestines is very expensive. Yes, it is. It is also very scary. Waiting to see if it passes or not. We had a while ago, we had an incident where we thought a dog ate a fluffy, and it was we were waiting to see if we were going to have to take it to bed or if it passed. It did ultimately pass, thankfully, but I remember that was a very scary day. So just kind of waiting and seeing. So, you know, it's that kind of that better safe than sorry. Because I don't want to have to go through that again with any of you. But I'm sure once he has a home of his own, he's going to have all the beds and blankets that he wants. Because I can guarantee you, any home that he ends up at, he's going to be spoiled rotten because he's such a sweet boy. Ain't that right, buddy? All right, I think that is all the time we had today. We had some really good questions today, so thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back next week with another dog. Until then, everybody take care. Did very well today. Yes, you did. Okay, ready to go? Come on. Let's get this all closed up. Did it go into hibernation again? It did go into hibernation again!